Hello, my dear pupils. It's me. And today I get to share a very special story with you. One that's all about being thankful and helping each other out. You know the tale of the Thanksgiving turkey. Well, this story goes back over 400 years ago. Back then, people sailed across the big ocean from a place called England to a new land over here, which we now call North America. They wanted to start a new life and make a new home, and we call those people pilgrims. Now, the journey across the sea was long and tough, and when the pilgrims arrived, they found that living in this new land was even harder. The weather was freezing cold, they didn't have enough food or supplies, and to make things even trickier, many of them got sick. In fact, half of the pilgrims didn't survive that first winter. That's why when spring finally arrived, there weren't many of them left, and those who did survive were scared and not sure if they'd be able to make it much longer. But then something amazing happened. Some friendly Native Americans came to help them. They taught the pilgrims how to plant crops in the soil and how to catch fish in the rivers and lakes. They showed them how to use the plants and trees around them for food and medicine. And one pilgrim named William Bradford wrote down everything they learned. He wanted to remember all the things the Native Americans taught them, so that others wouldn't have to learn the hard way. And it was because of this help that the pilgrims were able to survive. They grew healthy crops and caught lots of fish. And when it came time to harvest, they had so much food, it was more than they needed. So instead of throwing it away, they decided to have a big celebration. They invited the Native Americans who had helped them to join them in this celebration, and together they feasted for 3 whole days. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a second, you said the Native Americans helped the pilgrims survive, but then you said the pilgrims had an extra food. How could that be? Well, here's the thing. You see, the Native Americans had been through some tough times too. About 60 years before the pilgrims arrived, a sickness had come to their villages. It made lots of Native Americans very sick, and many of them died. Because of this, there weren't many Native Americans left in the area. So while the pilgrims needed help to survive, the Native Americans also needed friends and allies. And when they met the pilgrims, they saw an opportunity to make a new friend. By helping the pilgrims, they hoped to make sure they would never have to go through those tough times alone again. And so the Native Americans and the pilgrims shared their food and their knowledge with each other. They learned from each other how to hunt and fish and grow food. And most importantly, they learned how to be friends. Now, while this story has been told for generations, historians actually don't agree on every little detail. We don't know for sure exactly who was at this big feast or exactly what they ate. But what we do know is that people from 2 different cultures came together and helped each other out. These days, we remember this story during Thanksgiving. It's a holiday celebrated in the United States and Canada. During Thanksgiving, families and friends get together to share a meal and say thank you for the good things in their lives. It's a time to remember all the things we're grateful for, like our homes, our families, and even our friends. The story of Thanksgiving also reminds us of how important it is to help others. No matter what, we should always try to be kind to each other and help each other when we can. Who knows, maybe someday someone will help us and we'll be able to return the favor. Now, let's take a look at some of the symbols we use to tell this story. When we think of Thanksgiving, we often picture a big, juicy turkey. The wild turkeys that the Pilgrims and Native Americans hunted were much smaller than the ones we see today. But these days, eating turkey on Thanksgiving is a special treat. Many families have a tradition of eating turkey on Thanksgiving Day. Can you think of a special food that your family enjoys during the holidays? Another symbol of Thanksgiving is the cornucopia. This is that classic horn overflowing with fruits, vegetables, and grains. It reminds us of the abundance and the blessings of the harvest. Sometimes we decorate our classroom with a cornucopia during Thanksgiving. What decorations does your classroom have during Thanksgiving? We also use a special phrase to say Happy Thanksgiving. Instead of saying Merry Christmas or Happy Easter, we say Happy Thanksgiving. This special phrase lets everyone know that we're giving thanks for all the good things in our lives. I'm thankful that you're in my class, my dear students. Learning with you is such a joy. The colors orange and brown are often used during Thanksgiving. These colors remind us of the pumpkins, the falling leaves, and the harvest. We might wear orange and brown during Thanksgiving parades or when we decorate for the holiday. I love the color orange. What's your favorite color? During Thanksgiving, we also tell stories about pilgrims. These brave travelers crossed the ocean and started a new life in a new land. Their story reminds us that no matter where we come from, we can always find friendship and kindness. And it reminds us to be thankful for the journey that brought us to where we are today. Thanksgiving is a time for sharing what we have with others. It's a chance to help those who are less fortunate and to show kindness to everyone. It's a good idea to help others, not just during Thanksgiving, but every day. Small acts of kindness can make a big difference in someone's life. At school, we can help by sharing our toys, being kind to our friends, and helping those who need assistance. At home, we can help by doing chores, spending time with family, and showing appreciation for what we have. Remember, even small acts of kindness can mean a lot. So this Thanksgiving, let's think about all the things we're thankful for and let's help those around us. Let's be kind, share what we have, and make a positive impact in our communities. Together, we can make the world a better place, one act of kindness at a time. Oh, and my dear students, I am so thankful for you. Thank you for watching and learning with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving filled with joy, laughter, and gratitude. And remember, the best way to celebrate Thanksgiving is by helping others and sharing the love and kindness that we have. Until next time, keep being awesome and spreading positivity wherever you go. Thanks for watching.